everyone, you're welcome to my channel, and my name is Adora. For the benefit of those of you that have not seen this face before, thank you very much for stopping by. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do the needful, press the red subscribe button, and so that you'll follow up from now henceforth. And for those of you that have been following this channel, thank you very much. I cannot appreciate you any less. Thank you very much. I do appreciate. Okay, today I'm going to be doing something different, something quite different from the norm on this channel. And I'm going to be telling you exactly what has happened to someone. This is story time. You know, you ladies are usually after men that live abroad. You know, especially the young ladies are usually after, oh, I want a husband abroad. I want a man that is based abroad. I want this, I want this, I want this. There's this particular page I follow on Facebook. It's a kind of a dating, like, you know, where people come together and hook themselves up for relationship or marriage or whatever. And then when you come and you ask for, maybe you are a man, you're interested in a woman, or you're a woman and you want a man, I discovered that most of their requirements, in fact, the most important requirements that they usually list out there is, I want a man or a woman who is based abroad. And that is very laughable. Okay, now for the benefit, I'm talking about my young ladies today. This particular story, I am talking about the young ladies. Be very, very careful when you ask for a man who lives abroad, especially UK. Now, when I say abroad, yeah, I'm trying to generalize it. Every country that is outside of Nigeria, but with emphasis, with serious emphasis to those that live in UK. Young ladies, be very, very careful when you put all this, my prayer point should be a man that lives abroad. I believe you should just ask God to give you a man that will love you for who you are, that will make your relationship or your marriage worth it. Not necessarily where the person should stay. But if that is your prayer point, fine. There's not, anybody has a right to what they want. But this is just a warning, or rather an advice to young ladies. Be careful about all these, you know, all these abroad men, these UK men. Something happened recently. Now, this is a true life story. I'm talking from someone's personal experience. This is not they told me or them say, somebody said, somebody did not say. This is the one I saw with my own eyes. This one, I know this person. This girl is my own person. Like, you know, when you say my personal person, this is someone I have eaten with. I drink together with. We hang out together with the children. We do things. Ah, man. Okay. Where do I start from now? This my friend there. She is she lives here in the UK with me. We've gone through thick and thin. And when I mean through thick and thin in UK here, there was a time we suffered together. You know, when you just come into a country where it's very strange to you, you don't have anybody to guide you, and you are kind of lost, because in UK everybody is busy. Nobody has time to come and sit down or leave what they're doing and come and hold your hands and take you around, or show you places, or tell you things to do to better your own life, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but everyone is fast. Everyone is like kind of minding their business. So me and this my friend, we do things together because we just felt like let's be there for each other, you know. And our kids are even of the same age range. So at about last year, 2021, June to be precise, she met this guy online. And, you know, this guy introduced himself. He said he lives in UK, and, you know, they were talking, my friend and this guy, they were talking, and the guy said he lives in UK, that my friend looks very familiar. From her profile picture, she looks very familiar. Then he was like, oh, are you from this village? He mentioned the village, and she said no. And the guy was like, are you from this village? And he was trying to kind of, you know, find out where he has seen the face. But from all the questions, they don't know themselves from Adam. So along the line, they got chatting, you know. From time to time, the guy would drop a message, you know, the girl will reply, and they were talking. And after a while, my friend said, oh, that this guy talks very much like a gentleman, you know. The way he sounds, the way he talks very, very, you know, when a man is like a responsible man. There's some people that will just badge on you on Facebook or on social media and talk to you anyhow, and even so rude and arrogant, but this guy really sounds like someone who is well trained. So along the line, they've been talking like for many weeks. Then one day they got talking, and the man mentioned that he's in need of a wife, or that he wants to get married. That his whole community is on his neck to get married. That he's not getting younger. He needs to start having children so that he will grow with the kids. He does not want to be maybe in his 50s and his first child is just like 3 or 4 years old. So they were talking, rubbing minds, and he was telling my friend that in UK here it's very hard to get a wife. That all these women that we have abroad here, as any small thing, they will call police for you, they will threaten you and all that. So he does not want any woman that lives in the UK, that even if he is going to marry from Nigeria, he wants someone he will bring himself to the UK and he will groom the way he wants and all that. So my friend was like, oh, okay, no problem. It's okay. And my friend was like, okay, yeah, no problem about that. I will ask around if there's anybody that's interested in a relationship, So she felt she could, okay, let me see if I can get any responsible young girl that can, actually hook up with this guy and they run things together. So she initially, when this guy told her, she just said, okay, no problem, I will see what I can do about it. But after a while, she just forgot, like she didn't even remember to proceed on this guy's request. So the guy later reminded her, and he was like, it even got to a point. It got to a point where he was even calling my friend sister, because my friend is older than him. So he was calling her sister, with this African respectful tone. Sister, don't forget my request. Please, I told you I'm still in need of a wife and all that. And my friend was like, oh, that reminds me. Okay, I have a sister. She's a younger cousin of mine. She's a very close cousin of mine. She's a young girl. She's a very, very respectful girl from a responsible family. She just finished her youth service and she's in Nigeria. She's not working at the moment. I think she's just waiting to get a job or something. That she's not yet married. She's not married. She doesn't have a child. So I don't know if you will be interested for me to hook you guys up and you guys can exchange numbers and talk from there. And the guy was like, oh, yes, he doesn't mind. So my friend did the hooking up, introduced her cousin in Nigeria to this guy, and they took it up from there. So my friend hands stopped, because she thought, okay, fine, she has hooked them up together now, they're adults, they can continue from there. So my friend left the picture and they got talking. After about 2 months, Mr. Man said he wants to come and pay this girl's bride price. And the girl was like, don't you think it's too early? It's just 2 months. Can't we just wait a while? At least, even if it's 4 or 5 months, just for us to get to know each other better and to even see each other. And mind you, this guy kept giving excuses about going to Nigeria. Each time the girl asked the guy, when are you going to come to Nigeria? He will be like, don't worry, very soon. When my company gives me my annual leave, I will come. And so the girl kept chilling and waiting. Okay, fine. He's very busy at the moment. When he's free, he will come down. And so after 3 months, this guy sent his family to go and see the girl's family. So the guy's family traveled from his state. I'm not going to mention states. I don't want it to look as if I'm kind of as if I'm this story is not to humiliate anybody or any state or any tribe in particular. But I'm just trying to tell you what happens. That's these kind of things actually happen in real life. So the guy sent his family from his state. They traveled all the way from his state to this girl's state to go and see her family, her father and everything. And they did the normal introduction we do back home. They did the introduction. And this girl was like, oh, thank God, she's on the way to becoming someone's wife, someone who lives abroad and all that. So meanwhile, my friend here, when she discovered that they have even gone to do introduction 3 months later, she was like, so soon? She called her sister, her cousin. I was like, that's quite fast. You haven't even met this guy. And the girl said, that he said he's coming. He said he's coming very soon, that his company will soon give him his annual leave, so he will come and we'll see. So, meanwhile, my friend in UK here was calling the guy, don't you think I should at least even see you in person? Let's see. Because we even live in the same country. So it's easier for us to see. Let me at least see you, know who you are in person. Then I can confidently tell my cousin that yes, I have now seen him. He's a human being. At least he's not a spirit. And this guy will just be giving excuses. Today he will say, oh, his company posted him to another city to work for 2 weeks. He cannot come out until after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, he will say the company posted him to Manchester. Next tomorrow, he will say they posted him from Manchester to Birmingham. The other day, he will say they posted him from Birmingham to Sheffield. He will just be giving different stories. So this girl, my friend, got a bit uncomfortable. Then she called her cousin back in Nigeria to say, look at, this is what me and this guy have been passing through. I'm trying to see if I can pay him a visit. At least let's meet in a neutral place. Let me at least see him. Let me just know him, And her cousin was like, auntie, leave story. If he does not want you to, he does not want you to come, maybe he's just busy. That we talk every day, we talk every night. So maybe he's just busy. He does not want to stress you and all that. My friend said, okay, let's not look as if she hooked them together and she's still trying to interfere. So she backed out. And then this guy continued. They talk every day, like morning, night, every day. And when my friend discovered that her cousin talks to this man every day and almost every time, that was a red sign. That was a red flag. Because in UK, with all the bills and the rents and all the bills and credits and everything on your head, all the basic up and down, you will not have the time to be on the phone 24 hours making a call. No man that is working, when I mean working, will have all the time in the world to be on the phone talking. It's not just possible. You must be engaged. You must be very busy. By the time you think of all the bills and whatever that is hanging, waiting for you, you will drop that phone and go and work. But my friend was like, let it not look as if she's just trying to interfere. So she just kept quiet. Many months passed, they did introduction, things kept going. And the girl is asking, when are you going to come? The date you gave me for your annual leave has passed. At least we need to, okay, if you cannot come, can I come to UK to see you? Even if it's just a 2 weeks visa, I can get it. She's not even asking the man to even get her a visa. She said she will try. She will gather all her savings together, package herself, and go and look for visa. Let her at least see the man that wants to marry her. The man kept giving stories and just like that, Then, after a while, this girl decided to come to UK without letting the man know. She wanted it to be a surprise. So she just came to UK with my friends, in conjunction of my friend's approval, or my friend told her, oh yeah, come to the UK. I would like you to even come, so you will see the person you want to marry. So the girl decided to come to the UK. But before she came to the UK, this guy called again, like she was already making her visa arrangements. This guy called again and said, you know what? I just discovered a new way of making your visa easier. That you will just get a visa, if you will even get a British passport like this without stress. Let me send my family to come and pay your bride price. So that when we will now send the documents or a picture, prove that you are married. We'll send it to the embassy. So they will use it to at least, grant you a visa. We'll send the proof, the picture showing that my family is paying your family's bride price. Then we will also send evidences to show that we have been chatting on Facebook, on WhatsApp. You will screenshot all those evidences, print it out, and send it along with your documents to the British embassy. And that will make it easier for her to get her visa. And the girl was like, wow, that sounds like an easier idea, a good idea. She didn't tell the man that she had actually wanted to come on her own. So she dropped that initial idea that she had with my friend that is for her to come on her own. She dropped the idea and decided to go with the man's idea. Before you could say Jack Robinson, this man has already sent his family. They've gone to this girl's house and they paid the bride price. They did a big party. The girl wore everything traditionally. The guy's family represented in full force. They paid this girl's bride price. Now this girl was traditionally married. After the marriage, oh yeah, let me come and see you. The man kept moving around like a snake, giving excuses, just like that, stories upon stories. Sometimes she will call. This is a man that used to be on the phone with her 24 hours, that had her time. He could wake up in the morning with all those, those lovey-dovey messages. You guys will just be, when you're in the initial stage of your relationship. How are you, darling? Good morning. You just woke up. At night, in the afternoon, they will send another message. In the night, they will send good night message. Just like that. Everything kept dwindling. It kept reducing. The girl was becoming now worried that what's happening. This man used to be all day, like very, very present before he paid the bride price. All of a sudden, the whole communication, everything is just reduced drastically. So she decided to go back to her plan A. The plan A was for her to come to the UK without the guy's approval, without the guy's knowledge, come on her own and surprise this man. Before she came, someone reached out to her on Facebook. I'm talking about last year. Someone reached out to her on Facebook and said, "Oh, I see you have just been married. But do you know that this man you are married to is also married? And his wife lives here." They mentioned the name of the state, the place, in Nigeria. In fact, there in Lagos. Do you know his wife lives here and he has 2 children? She read this message, but blocked the person because she thought it was a hater. That was many months back. Then, she actually surprised this guy. My friend here helped her. They got a visa and she came to the UK. On getting to the UK, she called this man with a different number. And they gave the phone to a different girl entirely. They just got one girl, she's a student, to help them talk on the phone. And this girl pretended to be someone that actually maybe that knows this man from somewhere, but wants to hook up with the man. So told the man, "Can we meet at McDonald's for lunch?" No. And this is a man that loves women so much. A random girl just calls you, gives you one fake name. You just fall in love with the name immediately and you want to see her. And they met at McDonald's for lunch. And when this man came to McDonald's, that was where all hell was let loose. In fact, it took the grace of God for the British Metropolitan Police not to be involved that day. This man got to McDonald's, sat down, and after like about 3 to 4 minutes, my friend and her cousin, the one that came from Nigeria, that is the supposed wife of this man, appeared. This man wanted to, if he had his way, he would have prayed to be a witch, a wizard that day, so that he would just disappear in broad daylight. He didn't know how to do it. He was shocked. So he asked the girl. They were asking him, "Why are you not picking your calls? Why did you just marry me and abandon me in Nigeria? Why, what's happening?" The girl was asking questions. What is happening? What's happening? Since you paid my bride price, you've not come home. You don't pick my calls anymore. Okay, what exactly is happening? She was asking because she wanted answers. It was a very decent confrontation initially. But that day, I don't know if God just decided to just expose this man, finish him up once and for all. I don't know. I don't understand how it happened. This man's real wife in UK just appeared. This man has a wife, a woman he lives with here in UK. And this woman is South American. She came to McDonald's. It happened to be that the man had actually told his South American wife that he was going to McDonald's for a business meeting. But Auntie South American did not believe her husband. So he must have a very randy record. She followed him. And when she got to McDonald's, she did not move from where she was peeping. She wanted to be very sure that it was actually business the man was talking. Because she saw him with ladies surrounded. but she was not very sure. But where she actually got involved was when the man was asking the girl, from the one that came from Nigeria, was asking her, but I told you to wait, that I will come to Nigeria and see you. I told you to wait. That was when the South American woman jumped in. And you don't play with these American women. You don't joke with them. Like, you if you want to see madness, Chris, if you think you are you are too stubborn or whatever, approach these American women. Just approach them. That is, make a fool of them and they will put you where you belong. And that was where she came out and she was like, oh, so it's true what I've been hearing. You are actually cheating on me. And so it's true. And South American wife was actually thinking that the man was just doing boyfriend-girlfriend with this Nigerian girl. She didn't know that they were actually married. Then the Nigerian girl said, no, he's not cheating on, he's not just cheating. He married me. He paid my bride price. And that was when South American lady got mad. So the essence of this story is just to let you know that you see a lot of these UK men that, run their mouths and, promise you heaven and earth. And I understand very well that the situation back home is not palatable. The economic situation is bad. Things are not good. Financially, the economy is bad, it's down. So everybody is looking for a way out. Everybody is looking for a way to travel. Everyone is looking for a way to run away from the country. I understand, even if it means marrying somebody falsely just to run. But if you don't want to be a single mama, that they just a single mother, a baby mama that has just been used and dumped, just be very careful, because a lot of men out there are just looking for the girls that they will make the Nigerian wives, the Nigerian branch. They will have their own real wives, their own real family here. And they will just have a girl that will keep there in Nigeria. So that whenever they come to Nigeria, they will have someone to just, to warm their beds. That is what a lot of these men do. And that's what they actually have in mind. So be very careful. If you think you've just seen someone online, or you've just liked him, you talk, you say a thing or two, and all of a sudden he starts talking about marriage and all that, be very, very careful. Follow your instincts. It's always very good to follow your instincts. Instincts don't lie. If anyone is going to tell a lie to you, don't believe, but follow your instincts. Because at the end of the day, they know that a lot of girls are very vulnerable back home. They know a lot of girls are very gullible. They know that when they come and flash maybe £1 in front of you, convert it to Nigerian naira, is plenty, you will just fall. So they can just say anything and just, make you fall for them. So be very, very careful, young ladies out there. There are a lot of men that are just looking for who they will fool, who they will marry and turn to baby mamas. Be very, very careful. The streets are not smiling at all. All right, thank you very much for watching. I have just come to do the school run and I am going to pick my kids right now. Thank you very much, and I wish to see you next time. Take care.